Hey guys, Stealth here and welcome back to another Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts scenario. Today we won by Donavon Johnson for the Motherland, part 3. In part 2 I had the not the USS, the Russian battleship Smolensk, and she took a ton of damage, but survived. She can, however, be salvaged to some extent, and that's the backstory. Stalin has ordered the Smolensk to be scrapped due to the severe damage, but to reuse as much of her parts as possible. Mainly her turrets. The recycled parts are to be put into a new battlecruiser that has been ordered to hunt down US supply ships in the Philippine Sea. This decision was made to buy time for Stalin to persuade China and Spain to join him in his conquest. With the war for world domination in full swing, Stalin needs allies to take what is left of the US. Now, in this scenario, I am taking a battlecruiser to task against a large amount of United States destroyers. A battlecruiser generally doesn't do very well. Especially turning is nothing that it does very well. So let's see if I can design a small-ish battlecruiser with 16-inch guns. And, see if I can dodge torpedoes. And I'll probably be dodging a lot of torpedoes. We've got the battlecruiser 4 hull. This, I think, is still classed as a BC. And this is also a modern battlecruiser. The thing is, with this long hull form, the ship will not turn very well. It has a turning circle of 943. So let's first see if I can make it smaller. And boost it. There we go. Turning circle 471. I feel a lot more confident about that. We're going to throw oil into those boilers, and we're going to throw diesel engines on there, so we don't even have any boilers. Considering the threat, I will go with a torpedo blister, which will also slow me down a bit more and reduce the turning circle even more. Turtleback armor scheme is probably enough. Anti-flood, well, I will need all of that. And then reinforced bulkheads to very quickly extinguish fires. Because that's something that I expect will happen. I am taking on quite a few heavy cruisers. And, they probably cannot pin the ship. Depending, of course, on what sort of armor I put on her. But they might be able to try and burn her down. Now, the main armament is going to be consisting of 16-inch guns. Is that really the only slot? Okay. So, centerline, 16-inch dual barrel. Yeah, good luck fitting that on the deck. Because I made the battlecruiser so small, this is going to be a challenge, if nothing else. What I might be able to do, though, is use a tall barbette for secondaries, or even a standard barbette, just so long as I can peek over the turret. And make sure that I have some overlapping firepower there. So I'm going to use the main guns to take on the heavy cruisers. And the rest of the guns, are all going to be set to engage smaller ships. Push this thing as far back as I can. Aft weight I've set 6-2. 2-2. 2-1. And we're going to put a secondary 8-inch double on there. I'm going to try and salvage / use as many of the parts of the previous ship. So this means the 8-inch dual barrels. And this is a pretty nice place for a dual barrel 8-inch gun because it has a really good amount of clearance. Good firing arcs. Hopefully successfully engaging smaller ships. Speaking of, let's go with a coincidence rangefinder and a lot of sonar array. Seeing as how quickly those things can turn, I think it's going to be valuable to have electrical turrets. And let's go for high TNT so we don't get the full battlecruiser experience of blowing yourself up. That gives me 1,800 tons to put on some more salvaged guns. There's going to be a couple of the 4-inch salvaged guns. And is it possible to use the smaller barbettes? Yeah, kind of. I'm not sure exactly how you want to put a gun on that, though. Oh, the game doesn't care that there is a crane there. Right. No, I'm not doing that. Now, I intend to brawl destroyers at a range that still hopefully gives me a little bit of information, a little bit of warning when it comes to dealing with the torpedoes. How well that's going to work remains to be seen, because dodging torpedoes is not something I do terribly well. But provided I go at a slightly lower speed, I might be able to pull it off. So let's try and go for that. Smaller secondary guns, 3-inch dual barrel, don't fit anywhere else on the ship. 2-inch dual barrel do fit. Not there. Not there, but they do fit over there, and they fit over there. Not that. Oh, actually, no, they do fit. Good. I also had 7-inch guns, but I don't really know where to put those. Well, maybe here. Put some secondary dual barrel 7-inch guns there. That is not going to turn properly. No. It's not going to work. I don't like my turrets not turning very well. Here. This wouldn't work. So this turret does not turn. Whereas this one does. This one stays green as I'm rotating it manually. So that's very important for a ship like this. Seeing as I will be mostly going bow in, I think that putting additional firepower on the sides of the ship is not really going to be that useful. So maybe building the ship with a bit more armor might work. Or going with more speed, but that will also come at the expense of a turning circle. 443. 37 knots. 38? No, 38.5 is too much. Okay, this is a fast battlecruiser at 38 knots with a turning circle at full speed of 475. If we can believe that. Because I'm not always too confident about believing the stats that are over there. 4.5-inch belt extended, 8.3-inch armor belt, 4.1-inch deck, 10.1 on the turrets, 10.6, 9.5 on the conning tower. Let's see if this thing is going to take down enough destroyers to keep her safe. Alright, here's the lineup. I have my battlecruiser, my heavy cruiser, 3 lights and 5 destroyers. Against their 10 destroyers and potentially swarms and swarms of torpedoes, torpedoes, not torpedo launchers. 3 lights and 3 heavies, and keep in mind that all of these can be armed with torpedoes. Alright, enemy is to the north, then that's where we'll go. The heavy cruiser Gleb is our assistant. Maximum bulkheads, very good. Turning circle of 595. Good grief, that is terrible. Battleships are usually capable of turning faster than that. 5-inch gun, 8-inch guns, 5-inch singular, and 2-inch guns all over the deck. That's going to be amusing. Whether they're going to be useful, I don't think so. They only have a range of 5.8. And with my terrible turning circle, it's going to be really tricky to use that. Oh, actually, I don't even need to have this thing on either scouting or following duty because it's too slow. It cannot keep up with the battleship. Light cruisers are very poorly protected. They do not turn properly. They got a nice amount of 6-inch guns, which will be a nice asset when dealing with destroyers. Torpedoes out to 22 kilometers. And Generation 1 radar. Coincidence 4 range finding. Not bad. Speed 35.5. And then our DDs. I'm hoping I can throw these at their destroyers as well. 10. Against 10 destroyers. Minimum bulkheads only. Not great. 4-inch guns. 1 3-inch gun and 1 lonely 2-inch gun on the stern. Right, so the Barnaul is going to have to do a lot of the work here. Yes, of course you are. Oh, contact. We have spotted 1 of their heavy cruisers. This ship is packing 12 9-inch guns, a couple of 5s, 54 2-inch guns. Wow. That's pretty serious. And one dual 2-inch gun. Okay. Also, light cruiser, although I can't really see it yet. This is another one of the heavies. Here's the light. The lights have 10 6-inch guns. Shouldn't be too much of a problem for the battlecruiser. The thing is, though, I only have 4 16-inch barrels. So I am, when it comes to dealing raw damage against bigger ships, not that suited. Not that well prepared. We have ID, or at least we have visual on their destroyer fleet. Look at that. That's going to be uncomfortable. What do you guys carry? Several torpedo launchers on the stern. Apparently 1 tube amidships. And some smaller main armament? I'm not too intimidated by that ship yet. What's the range? Should be about 20-ish. Yeah, 23. But I can't really hit anything at this range. These pop in at 18. And the 4s pop in at 10. The 2-inch at 6-kilometer range. So we're going to have to get quite a lot closer if I want to start taking down the destroyers. The Gleb is trying to move along with the battlecruiser, but she only opens up at 17.3. Those 8-inch guns could be very valuable in dealing with the heavy cruisers there. The light cruisers and the DDs, I'm not terribly confident about. I don't exactly know how well these are going to perform. It's unusual having only 4 main barrels. I think the last time I did something like that might have been Taskmaster. And you are a destroyer. Okay, secondary is on that. We're gonna slow down just to 24 knots and turn to starboard. Bring more guns to bear, including main armament that can be used against the heavy cruisers. But also, more importantly, 4-inch guns and, well, if worse comes to worse, 2-inch guns against the destroyers. 37.5, and we are supposedly slowing down, but it's probably going to take a while. First hit. Fire on the enemy Dreadnought. Destroyer. Damage to the main tower. That's the battlecruiser's 8-inch guns, and the light cruiser's 6-inch guns are assisting. Excellent. Unfortunately, they have 10 more. Or 9 more. The heavy cruiser is also trying to throw its weight around. But I don't really expect the heavy cruiser to be able to hit much with our 8-inch guns. I want you to engage the heavy cruiser. Heavy cruiser and light cruisers. Yeah, she has a 4% chance to hit that. Whether she can pen that remains to be seen. Oh! Holy shit, what was that? That was a 16-inch. That was the battlecruiser hitting the heavy cruiser and dealing a ton of damage. Damn, and again. I don't have a lot of barrels, but when they hit... that thing very quickly got flooded. It seems to have it completely under control though. Yeah, maximum bulkheads. But that thing flooded so quickly that I think they lost 2 engine compartments that they're not getting back. Let's see, no torpedoes have been detected. Yet. Light cruisers are more or less maintaining formation in a screening force, that's good. Destroyer Flosser has 10-kilometer range torpedoes. Okay. Engage the closest destroyer, which is the England, with your 8-inch guns. Current speed? Still 34? It is well, it is only 33,000 tons. But apparently, this 33,000 tons has such a lot of momentum that it does not want to slow down very well. The Fall River, still very much afloat. These DDs are going to have to really pitch in if they want to make something work. Because they're just getting killed off by heavy cruisers and light cruisers. There goes the light cruiser. Oh, sorry, the first destroyer, not a light cruiser. Smoke up. That was another big hit to the Fall River, causing severe burns on her bow. At this rate, this is going to turn into a really boring video. Let's push in a bit more. Let's make sure that I get some of these threats to actually, well, threaten me. Because right now, they're not really doing it. Oh, speaking of, I say that, and a 9-inch gun hits my destroyer Grozny and almost kills it in one blow. You know what? Just let the AI handle them. Good luck. Yeah, about that. Main guns still targeting. Missing the Fall River. You are in range, Bori. You have been in range for a while. Maybe you should actually make use of your torpedo launchers. I know. Don't give the enemy any ideas. Don't interrupt them when they're making a mistake. All that. But this battlecruiser is just very efficient so far. Ooh, good hit. Buoyancy, dropping. Structural, 25%. Engines are down, rudder is damaged. Accuracy is also going up because she is so slow. Hold on, was that the same ship? No, we hit the Radford. The Radford got in the way. Wrong place, wrong time. Unless she was actually trying to smoke up her ally, but I find that unlikely. The AI doesn't work that well together. It'd be great if they did. I would actually enjoy that. But it's not happening. If you're trying to screen for this force, for this battlecruiser, then you're doing it pretty weirdly. There goes the Bori. Shields at 6.6 kilometers out. You have torpedoes. They're fast torps. Yes, I'll see them coming pretty soon. I'll get a lot of advanced warning, but... Oh! Jesus, I say that, and I get hit by... one torp. Overconfident. Who launched that? Not the Flosser. Not the Radford. Not the Fall River. Not the Richard. So I'm thinking it was probably one of the ships that I managed to kill. I lost an engine and quite a bit of buoyancy there. This is when my damage control parties kick in and start getting that buoyancy back up. Target the DD. Why am I still flooding? I have a lot of bulkheads on this ship. Maximum bulkheads. Oh, hold on. Incoming torpedoes. Origin New Haven. All the guns on the New Haven. Let's show them what 16-inch high explosive can do. Provided I don't outturn my turrets. Which I might. Oh, that was high explosive. Yep. Buoyancy down to 62? Huh. Didn't expect it to be that bad. Light cruisers, go make yourself useful. The AI destroyers are somewhere behind me. I'm not sure what their plan is. I am curious to see, however, what the AI does with them. So let's see where they eventually end up. Because right now they're just staying behind my battlecruiser. Which I imagine is a pretty safe place to be, but come on. I think the torpedo hit the bows so hard that that whole compartment's toast. So I cannot fix that. And whereas I was initially trying to get back to 24 knots, I can only do 27 now, at best, out of my initial 38 knots. That's not great. Heavy cruisers are continuing to slug my fleet, but focusing on the light cruisers. They can do damage against the battlecruiser, though. Just they're kind of electing not to do it. Let's switch you off of high explosive, though. Oh, torpedo in the water. Light cruisers, change your direction. Now we're firing our main guns at the destroyer? I'd rather not. Yes, it'll kill him, but it's a bit of overkill. Torpedoes here. What? What? Why? Loose formation. That's one way to put it. I wouldn't call that a formation at all. Yeah, I just got torped by the Columbus. Let's turn back to port. Destroyed the torpedo on the Brownson. Oh! What? Ah, it was the Brute. Well, she was already damaged. Come on. Let those secondaries roar. Especially the 2-inch gun should now be able to fire. This thing is out of torpedoes. You're out of torpedoes as well. Mostly. Hard starboard turn. Let me guess. These things are clairvoyant when it comes to torpedoes. Yeah. Sonar 3. Good luck with that. They're not that good with dealing with 16-inch shells, though. That was a pretty decent hit, and it managed to blow off the secondary tower. There's the torpedo salvo from the heavy cruiser. Even the Gleb managed to dodge that. That's good. These torpedoes are, I think, intended for the Memphis? It's time to pull this guy out of here. Seriously! This is AI control, right? The AI control with torpedoes that have a range of 9 kilometers. They're staying at 20 clicks from the closest heavy cruiser. Why? The main guns can do 9. Come on. Make an effort. Let's turn back to starboard. There's another torpedo launch. Richard E. Krause. There's the salvo from one of the heavy cruisers. More flooding. It's a bit one-sided, this one, isn't it? Where's the other heavy cruiser? Oh, there it is, the Fall River. Gleb. Recommend immediate course correction. Yeah, more immediate than that. Ow. Oof. 1019, what's that, 24 inch? 22 inch. Let's just overwhelm their damage control. Phelps is coming in, but has no torpedoes available. Richard E. Krause doesn't have torps. Radford does have torps. Montgomery's loaded. John D. Edwards still has torps. Oh, you're still fine. The Gleb is a bit wet. Not particularly quick anymore. But she can still dish it out with those 8-inch guns. You're all still alive. And the Varyag is working on a flank. Very good. My DDs are doing fuck all. Like, I don't... What is this? What is this? Move. Somebody was asking in the comments, why don't they fix their damn formation system? Why are these glaring issues with the AI still here? And somebody else responded, well, it's more interesting to introduce new features than to fix bugs. I'm starting to think that is a pretty accurate assessment. Because it seems like they're not that focused on dealing with the formation system right now. Which, and I hate to say it, it's just sapping my enjoyment of the game. I still like Dreadnoughts, but with a broken formation system, I cannot do larger fleet actions because they simply don't stay in the spot where I want them to be. Like these DDs, I even gave them to AI control to see what they were going to do while they were hiding behind the rest of the fleet. They can do better than that. They can do much better than that. Light cruiser hit a torpedo on a destroyer? Huh. Not without killing. Oh! Not without getting killed herself, though. Come on, let's wipe out the Fall River once and for all. I have to be careful not to get hit by a torpedo again, because I don't know if the ship can take that. Especially not those 22-inch torps. And the heavies are packing 20s. So they're pretty dangerous as well. I think the Radford was just stationary. Come on. I really hope that this is going to get fixed before they release the campaign. Because if this is going to make it into the campaign, let's say the game gets launched with the campaign and it comes to Steam at the same time. Which I imagine is part of their plan. I don't know, I'm just guessing here. People are going to leave all sorts of negative reviews about the game because the game currently has so many issues with the AI. I would hate to see that happen. So I really hope that they're just going to focus on fixing the AI system and make sure that this thing works as intended. Because without it, you're going to see stuff like this with destroyers doing absolutely nothing and seemingly getting stuck into a formation system and a formation loop, if you will. I would hate for that to happen to Dreadnoughts. That it's just going to get all sorts of negative reviews because they left these things in. And it's not for 1 or 2 patches either. Oh, shit. This is Alpha 12. I've been covering this game since, what, Alpha 6? A year or two, at least 1 year, maybe 2? And it's still here. Ah. Just fix your shit already. And I hate that I'm starting to sound like a broken record on this. It shouldn't be this hard to fix it. But then again, I'm no programmer, so it's easy for me to say that. Is that going to kill it? Yeah, that'll kill it. 9,500. 1,300 damage. That's what happens when you hit him with a high explosive. Because armor piercing just bounced off. But high explosive 16-inch heavy shells don't. They're causing damage to the main tower. I am running a little low on main caliber shells. But not low enough not to be able to sink the Memphis, though. And look who's still here. The Gleb. Getting hit by a torpedo and losing 1,000 hit points to it apparently didn't sink her. And while she took 1,000 damage, she dished out 2,900. The Barnaul, holy crap. Now this is going to be a bit of a, a bit of a skewed picture. She did 26,000 damage and only taking 637. But if you hit something with high explosive, you just hit it really, really hard. And, well, it has a tendency of causing massive damage and just giving you these odd numbers. Anyway, quick scenario. That is it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. A bit of a turkey shoot there, but a battlecruiser versus heavy cruisers with poorly managed heavy cruisers is just... Let's just say it's not inevitable, but it's likely that it's going to end this way. Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and more videos are to come soon, so be sure to watch those. Thank you for watching. I'll see you soon.